What if the one swap that eliminates sugar cravings, resets your metabolism, and transforms your energy levels costs almost nothing and is already available in every grocery store on the planet? Segment 1. The sugar problem that most people underestimate. Before understanding what changes when you replace sugar with fruit, it is necessary to understand precisely what added sugar is doing to your body, because most people significantly underestimate the biological damage of their daily intake. Added sugar, the refined, processed sucrose and high fructose corn syrup found in packaged foods, beverages, sauces, condiments, and the vast majority of commercial products lining supermarket shelves, is not simply empty calories. It is a metabolically active substance that, consumed in the quantities normalized by modern dietary patterns, produces a cascade of physiological consequences that extend far beyond weight gain. When refined sugar enters the bloodstream, it triggers a rapid and significant spike in blood glucose. The pancreas responds by releasing insulin, the hormone responsible for shuttling glucose into cells for energy use or storage. The faster and higher the glucose spike, the more aggressive the insulin response. This repeated cycle of sharp glucose elevation followed by aggressive insulin release progressively degrades insulin sensitivity, the cellular ability to respond efficiently to insulin signals. Over time, this degradation becomes the biological foundation of metabolic dysfunction, chronic inflammation, hormonal disruption, and eventually, conditions far more serious than excess body fat. Beyond the metabolic consequences, refined sugar is neurologically addictive in a clinically meaningful sense. It stimulates dopamine release in the brain's reward circuitry with a potency that mirrors the mechanism of other addictive substances. Each consumption reinforces the craving for the next. The threshold required to produce the same dopamine response gradually rises, driving increasing consumption to achieve the same effect. The cycle is self-perpetuating and, without deliberate intervention, it deepens over time. This is a system that replacing sugar with fruit begins to dismantle, and it does so in ways that are both faster and more comprehensive than most people expect. Segment 2. Why fruit is biologically different from refined sugar. The most common objection to replacing sugar with fruit is the assumption that they are nutritionally equivalent, that sugar is sugar regardless of its source. This assumption is not supported by the evidence, and understanding why requires looking at what fruit contains beyond its natural sugars. Fruit does contain fructose, the primary natural sugar found in whole fruit. But whole fruit delivers that fructose within an extraordinary biological matrix that fundamentally changes how the body processes it. Fiber is the most critical component of this matrix. The dietary fiber present in whole fruit, both soluble and insoluble, physically slows the digestion and absorption of fructose in the digestive tract. Instead of entering the bloodstream rapidly and producing the sharp glucose spike characteristic of refined sugar, the natural sugars in fruit are released gradually, producing a slow, manageable rise in blood glucose that demands a fraction of the insulin response. The glycemic impact of whole fruit is dramatically lower than the equivalent quantity of refined sugar, despite containing natural sugars. Vitamin C, found in abundance across the majority of commonly consumed fruits, plays a direct role in collagen synthesis, immune regulation, and the neutralization of oxidative stress generated by metabolic processes. Potassium supports cardiovascular function and blood pressure regulation. Flavonoids, the polyphenolic compounds responsible for the vivid colors of berries, citrus, and stone fruits, have been extensively studied for their anti-inflammatory, neuroprotective, and insulin-sensitizing properties. The comparison between added sugar and whole fruit is not a comparison between two similar things. It is a comparison between a substance that depletes and damages and one that nourishes and protects. Segment 3. What actually happens in your body when you make the swap? The physiological timeline of replacing added sugar with whole fruit is both more rapid and more Within the first 72 hours, blood glucose stability improves noticeably. Without the repeated sharp spikes and corresponding insulin surges driven by refined sugar, glucose levels settle into a more consistent, stable range. Energy becomes less volatile. The dramatic mid-morning and mid-afternoon crashes that most people have normalized as inevitable begin to flatten. Mental clarity improves as the brain, which operates optimally on a steady glucose supply rather than a fluctuating one, receives more consistent fuel delivery. Replacing sugar with fruit is not a minor dietary adjustment. It is a fundamental shift in the quality of signal your body receives from food, from a substance that depletes, inflames, and disrupts, to one that nourishes, protects, and restores. The cravings diminish. The energy stabilizes. The metabolism recalibrates. The inflammation retreats. And the body, given the nutritional environment it was designed to operate within, begins to function the way it was always capable of functioning. The swap is simple. The biology behind it is profound. And the results, for those who commit to it consistently, are among the most accessible and impactful improvements available in nutrition today.